What is up, Edison duelist? This is Dionysus, aka Young Puds, coming at you guys with some more shameless, hype beast, GigaVise content. Folks, what are we up to today? Well, here's the thing. As always, I make these videos every day, and sometimes it gets a little tough to come up with ideas. And what do? Well, I read the comments on my previous videos, and here we have a lovely comment from user Lil Spee. Shout out Lil Spee, who says, "Good thumbnail and title, but please write the description yourself." Here's the deal, folks. I will never stop serving you guys AI slop in the description. I'm sorry, but I won't. If you are looking for someone who doesn't serve you guys AI slop in the description, I suggest you find a channel that doesn't begin every video letting you know how shameless they are. And you know what? Today we're gonna lean into the AI slop. I am here with ChatGPT, and I am going to have ChatGPT teach us how to innovate Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're gonna see how this works. Make me a GigaVise deck list for Edison format. Let's see what it comes up with. Here's a solid GigaVise deck list. Okay, all right. So right off the bat, this is an interesting one. I'm seeing 3 Lone Fire Blossoms, so that's illegal. But let's just make up this list. We'll put it in, and then we'll give commentary. We'll refine it. We'll help it, because this AI, it doesn't know perfectly how everything works. So let's just get this going. So 3 Lone Fire, right? 2 Gigaplant. You don't want too many. 2 Titanial. That's good because we still want to be able to summon it off of Lone Fire if we draw the 1. All right. 2 Lord Poison. This is really good. Lord Poison is going to be really good because then we can bring back Titanial. And we have 2 of those, right? And then 2 Nettles, 2 Copy Plant, oh my goodness, my poor computer. Let's see, 2 Debris Dragon, okay, alright. 2 Debris Dragon, 1 Dandelion, that's smart, you don't want to play too many Dandelions. Spore, Glow Up Bulb, Bot Lion. Oh, hey, gotta do everything to see Spore. There you go. Get your Glow Up Bulb going on in there. Titanial's Knight? What? I've never even heard of this card. I don't think that's a real card. I think it's making, unless it's... Yeah, Titanial's Knight is not a real card. Caius the Shadow Monarch, or another boss monster like Chaos Sorcerer if darks are present. Okay. 2 Raikou, nice, nice. 2 Raikou, and then was that 1 Sangan at the end there? Looks like it was, okay. Alright. On to the spells. Let's see. Look at this. 1 Foolish Burial legal, 1 optional for local ruling. What on earth? Hang on, I gotta let the cat in. Okay, the cat didn't want to come in. The cat just didn't like that the door was closed. Okay. Anyways, let's finish building this very powerful deck list. Thank you, ChatGPT. 3 Supervise, very smart. 3 Mark of the Rose. Yeah, we can only play 1 Foolish Burial, but it said to replace the other one with a Miracle Fertilizer. Alright. Heavy Storm, MST, Mindcon, 1 for 1. Okay. Heavy Storm, Base Typhoon, Mind Control, a little bit of 1-for-1, and then Call the Haunted Torrential Mirror Force. Is this not 40 cards? Or did I miss something? 25 monsters. What did we miss? Debris Dragon? No, we got that. Oh, the one Titanial's Knight, because that's not a real card. And 2 Raikou, we got the Sandgam. 23 monsters. So what's the other monster that we're missing? I'm sorry, I know this is not the best content, but what's wrong with me? Does this not add up to 25? That's 5. 2 Copy Plant, 2 Debris, Dandy Spore, Glow Up Bulb. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's 24. That's 24 monsters. Alright, let's do this extra deck. Black Rose Dragon. Good. I'm glad it could figure out to give us that. Ancient Fairy Dragon. Very good. Very good. Good card. Power Tool Dragon. Alright, we'll put that in there. Armory Arm. Makes sense. A little bit of Armory Arm. This is shaping up to be a nice little build of GigaVise here. Iron Chain Dragon, very important. Combo with those Raikous. Yup. Bryanak, Goyo, Cataster. Get in there. Come on. Goyo. Alright, so how was your guys' day? I've had a pretty good day. Just made my my favorite salad with dinner. Had a little spinach, feta, watermelon, apple cider vinaigrette. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Oh, Cataster's optional. Okay, Cataster's optional. It's good to know. Colossal Fighter. Stardust Dragon. Red Dragon Archfiend. There you go. Android. Yep. Nat Beast, Formula Synchron, Gaia Knight. We can play Gaia Knight. Alright, so let's lodge our complaints. You only listed 24 monsters. I can only play 2 Lone Fire. Spore and Blow Up Bulb are banned. Naturia, Beast, and Formula Synchron. Oh, well, I guess they're not banned. Spore, Glow Up Bulb, Naturia, Beast, and Formula Synchron. This format. Is not a real card. I'm gonna help it out. We'll give it the figures. So we can't play the Lone Fire. We can't play the Spore. We can't play the Glow Up Bulb. The rest of this seems okay. Yeah, so we need 5 more main deck slots and 2 extra deck slots. please suggest 5 more cards to play in the main deck and 2 more for the extra deck. I will also need a side deck. All right. I am absolutely right on all counts. Yep. That's, I think, my favorite thing about talking to ChatGPT is it loves to tell you that you're right on all counts. Okay, this is already looking absolutely great. So it wants us to play 1 Mystic Tomato, just 1, and we can just do Edison format cards now. 1 Mystic Tomato, 1 Tuning Ware. This is an amazing tech. It's a debris target and it's draw power. Gigantic Cephalotus. Okay, yeah, a solid beater to go with our bot lion. That's great. It wants us to play the 1 Twilight Rose Knight and 1 Dark Valkyria. What a good tech. What's its justification for that? It works with supervise and it's debris legal. I don't know what it thinks debris legal is, but there's no world where Dark Valkyria is debris legal. There just isn't. And then how is it fixing the extra deck? Okay, it's adding Flamevel Uruquasis and Tempest Magician. So I think we're playing Tempest Magician, so that way if we steal a Lila or a level 3 spellcast, oh no, we can make it with Dark Valkyria. No, she's a fairy. All right. You know what? The chat GPT knows best. Side deck. Okay, so versus Blackwings and aggro, we have Threatening Roar and Lightning Vortex. Very smart. All right. I gotta say, I think ChatGPT is winning me back with this. This is awesome. A little bit of Lightning Vortex action. Okay. And then versus Glads, 2 Deep Prison, 2 Book of Moon. Yeah, okay. Sure. All right, okay. All right, we're liking this. 2 Kaiku, 2 DD Crow. These like, this is a real side deck at the very least. My keyboard loved typing the letter C right there. How about that? Come on. And DD Crow. Now you have to do it like this. There you go. All right, and then Dust Shoot, Mind Crush, Dust Tornado. You know, this is like, I've seen worse lists. Okay, I don't know if I've seen worse lists. I've seen worse side decks. That's true. That's actually true. First, save my deck. Oh, okay, sure. Rename deck. AI slop. Okay. I'm going to try out the deck. If I show you my opening hand, can you help me with plays? Okay, this is fantastic. So, if we just let them know if we're going first or second, we got to know what format it is, because that's optional, but it does help understand pacing, okay? And then also the matchup. And then it'll walk us through optimal lines, whether it's setup, aggro, or combo. Let's see how the vines twist. Folks, I couldn't be more excited. Let's see how the vines twist. Jump into Edison Q with our brand new AI slop account. I couldn't be more excited. This is the future of dueling right here, right now. There you go. All right, facing off against Pro Form MCRO 23 with a rating of 420. And we need to update our avatar. I don't know if I want to be the Trickstar thing. I played a little bit of Trickstars, very briefly. And then when I came back, when the Shadal Structure deck came out, I was playing Shadal Trickstars, which was actually really sick. Basically, I just thought that the reincarnation droll combo was the funniest thing on the planet. I wanted to do that. This is a pretty good hand. So, okay. Oh no, I was gonna take a screenshot, but yeah. Arc of the Rose, supervise. All right, let's ask what we should do. Okay. So we're going to check for blowouts, and then we're going to get plants into the graveyard, and we're going to set up pressure. So step 1, heavy storm. Okay. All right. Follow the steps. I know. This is very shameful of me to be making my opponent wait. Shout out for me being a scumbag. Very nice. And then it wants us to set Raikou. Okay. And then it wants us to pass the turn. Okay. Alright, so he's flip summoning Blizzard, and he's attacking with Raikou. So we'll destroy the Blizzard. And we'll mill 3. And then he's setting another back row and passing. All right, let's see. What do we do now? What do we do now? So we're going to normal summon Dark Valkyria, attack, and then we can optionally bluff set. We can optionally bluff set or supervise, which seems terrible, but you know, hey, it knows best. So we'll normal summon Dark Valkyria and swing for 1800 right into Mirror Force. Wow, this is a tough one. You really got to think. No, don't set supervise yet. So we should pass with 4 in hand. Okay. All right. Sounds good, ChatGPT. Let's see here. Let's see here. Bora swing for 17. All right. Seems good. Summon Bora. Passed. We drew Tuning Wear. No, we can't. We can't use Mark. Alright, so we can't do that. Let's argue with it a little bit. This is a tough situation. You really have to think about it. So, it wants us to... Okay. It wants us to make Black Rose Dragon. And it wants us to use the effect of Black Rose Dragon. That's really smart, because it plays around Kalu, right? So we'll normal summon Twilight Rose Knight. and we'll use its effect to special summon Lord Poison, and then we're going to synchro summon for Black Rose Dragon and nuke the field. Nice. Okay, very good. Oh, we could have used Power Tool Dragon instead. Black Rose Dragon is the safer play. Alright, so now we'll just end our turn. This seems great, you know? This seems great. We have a tuning wear in hand. This is very powerful. Wow. Guys, I'm feeling absolutely fantastic about this. He did nothing and then just passed. I hope it tells us to set the Reiko. Uh-oh. The robot's having trouble. You guys, this could be bad. I don't know how to play this deck. Come on, ChatGPT. Don't do this to me. I need you. Oh, it wants us to normal summon Reiko from hand, and we can't special summon Tuning Wear. Okay, so we're just gonna set Reiko. Alright. That's probably what I would have done too, but I'm glad we took the time to check. I'm glad we asked ChatGPT. So he's summoning Sirocco. Okay. And he's attacking our Reiko, so we can destroy Sirocco. We forgot the mill. I'm really sorry. Okay. Alright, that's very nice of you. I'm very sorry for that. We don't have Power Tool Dragon on board. What is it talking about? Okay, we can't do either of those. That's not what Debris Dragon does. We need a level 7 synchro. No, we can't do that. That's not how it works. You guys, I think I'm just gonna take over here, and I'm just gonna use Debris to go for Reiko and make Iron Chain Dragon. And then I'll attack with that. And oh, it was bottomless. Okay. So then I'm gonna pass. Okay, so no, we already used Debris Dragon. Okay. Sure, he used Dust Shoot, so we lose our tuning wear. So it wants us to set both Mark of the Rose cards and then pass the turn. Okay. That's really smart. Why this is strong. Setting 2 copies puts serious pressure on our opponent's next summon. They risk losing any monster they bring out. And they didn't bring out a monster. Wow. ChatGPT's strategy worked. He set 1 and passed, and I drew tomato for turn. What do I do now? What do I do now? So it wants me to normal summon Gigaplant Tomato. No, I drew Mystic Tomato, not Gigaplant. Normal summon Mystic Tomato, and I can't use its effect. But it doesn't want me to attack. Alright, that makes sense. It thinks Mystic Tomato is a 1500 attack plant tuner. Okay, but it doesn't want me to attack into the back row. Because it could be Dimensional Prison, I guess. It was Yada. Okay. Alright. A heavy storm, losing both of our Mark of the Roses. Uh-oh, you guys, that's not good. That's not good at all. Good thing we set those, huh? You know what I think the craziest thing... Okay, he has Black Whirlwind. Black Whirlwind for Kalut. I think the craziest thing about all of this, you guys, is like... We could still totally win. We could still totally win. We drew Gigaplant. Okay. We drew Gigaplant for turn after our opponent activated Black Whirlwind, summoned Kalut, searched Blizzard, and set to back row. Heavy Storm, and Black Whirlwind, summon Kalut, search Blizzard, and set to back row. What should we do? We did not keep one. So it wants us to normal summon Gigaplant. And that's not Gigaplant's effect. But I guess it wants us to summon the Gigaplant over the tomato and equip Supervise. Alright, so it wants us to pass with Supervise in hand. And then if we draw a Gemini monster, like Raikou, a known Gemini monster. And so it wants us to keep holding Supervise, or wait, okay, alright. So here comes Blizzard. He gets to search for a Vayu. Alright, we take 2300 and 1400. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . All right. Let's see. Okay. That's not what Cephalotus does, but we can definitely normal summon it. No, I don't want to lead it. I don't want to lead by saying it wants us we should attack. It knows we can't attack. If we were supposed to attack, it would have said to. I can't help it any more than stopping illegal plays. All right. Okay. He summons Vayu. I think this is it. And oh, he Book of Moons the Cephalotus. That's very strong. All right, so we take 21. And then we take 800. All right. All right, so we want to side out 2 Mark of the Rose because it can be risky versus Floodgates. It wants us to side out Mystic Tomato and Lord Poison. Wants us to put in Royal Decree, which we don't have. Wants us to put in Dust Tornado and MST, which we do have. Oh, but we already made the MST. We can't use Valor MST, but we can use DD Crow. So, all right, we can work with that. So we want to put in DD Crow and Dust Tornado, and we want to take out Mystic Tomato and Lord Poison and 2 Mark of the Rose. Okay, well, it doesn't specify it. We do run Lord Poison, right? But it's optional, and we only have 3 things that we can put in on this list. So focus on increasing backrow removal and disruption. Add ways to slow down. Okay. I think this is what the best way that we can do, right? All right. We're done siding. We'll go first. Let's see. What a good hand. Let's see if it can do this. Oh no. Oh, guys, I think we're on our own. All right, well, maybe I can play better than ChatGPT. Let's go for set Bot Lion, set Call of the Haunted, and pass. All right, you know what? Yeah, I'm taking over. I'm taking over. I'm gonna play this myself, and I'm gonna win. Summons Bora. He takes 300. We're already doing great. Wow. Man, if he had a clue, he would have played it, right? Surely. Ooh, okay. Cephalotus. That's neat. I think we just swing, though. Right? I think we just swing. Oh, he did have the Kalut. Okay. So we take 11? No. 12. Main phase 2, what do we like here? Hmm. I think we just do nothing and pass. I don't know. It's too easy for him to out-cephalote us. So we'll be a little bit slow here. I don't know if ChatGPT would approve, but ChatGPT has left us in the dark. We are out of options for help from ChatGPT. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and walk out this. Oh, bottomless. Bottomless, okay. Let's call the haunted back the bot lion. And let's attack. Nice. Nice. You guys, we are so back. We're so unbelievably back. And we have the dust tornado for whatever this is, for a black whirlwind. We have a DD Crow for Blizzy. I'm actually feeling good about this. I feel great. This is fantastic. Thank you, ChatGPT, for ChatGPT, it got us started. We wouldn't be here where we are today if it wasn't for ChatGPT. Okay, all right. I genuinely don't know how Gale works in this situation, but I'm just gonna assume that this is correct. I'm just gonna assume that that's right, and we take 350. Then we get to go. All right. Okay, we drew Foolish Burial. Is there a world where I think we just set the tuning wear and pass? What is this card doing in here? Come on. That's crazy. Okay, all right. Heavy Storm, great draw. All right, we're gonna try a little do nothing pass here. I'm nervous, you guys. I'm nervous. We need our one of Miracle Fertilizer. That would be pretty good here. We need all sorts of stuff. I don't know if we're gonna get it. Okay, all right, 1 for 1. That doesn't help. I think we've drawn all. I mean, we could summon another DD Crow. That doesn't seem very good. Let's Dust Tornado. And I'm just gonna Foolish Burial. I want to not die. Oh, we have a second copy plant. Man, that could be good. I mean, not really. What are we supposed to do? But, we could normal summon DD Crow and then 1 for 1 and make Armory Arm and swing over Gale. But that's atrocious. I think we just pass. We pass and get blown out by Bora. No, okay, alright, we're still in it. We're still in it. We drew the second copy plant. Now 1 for 1 is a dead card. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. I feel like you probably have an Icarus attack. I don't want you to Icarus attack for free. Debris Dragon, alright. That's actually insane. That's actually insane. That's so good. Well, Heavy Storm? Yeah, stay mad. Yeah, stay mad. And we'll Debris Dragon. Or... Oh! Look at this. And we'll go for Iron Chain. And we'll draw a second Debris. All right. We're so back, you guys. Kalut. It's so over, you guys. It's so over. It's over. It's so over. We can't yet. We literally. I mean, we could 1-for-1 for a DD Crow in defense position. Come on, you guys. I have principles. That's too terrible. All right. GG. Well played. Oh wow. Fertilizer's our next draw. Oh, I think he knew. I think he knew that we were on a little bit of Chat GPT guidance. What do you guys think? Do you think there's potential for this Chat GPT list? Let me know what you guys think. But before we go, I have a very special surprise for you guys. We are going to do today's Learned League together. That's right. We're gonna do today's Learned League together. We're gonna take a stab at Learned League, and we're going to try this out. So let's see here. Let's see here. Our opponent is from Philly. Yep. All right. So Motorrad, which translates to motorcycle in English, derived from motor and rad for wheel, is a brand and division of what automaker? I don't know that one, so we'll come back to it. A love triangle of sorts among the cowgirl, head wrangler, and rancher's daughter provides the storyline for the first selection of what 1942 ballet? I don't know that one either, so we'll come back to it. Of the myriad curses that have existed in sports history, one of the more famous lasted from December 1999 or 1919 until October 2004 and is best known by what name? A phrase not actually popularized until 1990 in a namesake book by Dan Shaughnessy. That is the Curse of the Bambino, which was broken. It was caused when the Red Sox traded Babe Ruth, and it was broken when they finally won the World Series in 2004. The White Sox would win the World Series the following year in 2005. And Pope Leo, who was not the Pope or even the Cardinal at the time, was at one of the games. And there's a video that it seemed like all of my friends sent me when that came out. So let's see here. A knee kicker, a seam iron, tack strips, and special utility knife are all tools often used in the installation of what? Drywall? Insulation? I think insulation. I don't know anything. I don't work in construction. The two largest islands in the Mediterranean Sea by land area by a large margin are Sicily and Sardinia. Shout out my Italian viewers. Name any one of the next three largest which are similar in size to one another and which all begin with the same letter. Corsica, Cyprus. I don't know the third one, but let's go with Corsica. I don't think I spelled that right, but spelling does not count in Learned League. Sculptures like the Pantheon marbles and Trajan's column, shout out my Italian viewers, where figures are only slightly raised from the background, are example of low-raised sculpture known by what name? The name is typically hyphenated, but is sometimes expressed as two words without the hyphen. Bas relief. That spelling does not look right. Okay. The cowgirl, head wrangler, and rancher's daughter. The first selection of what 1942 ballet? Like I'm wondering, is this something based on, like the only ballet I know is the Nutcracker, and I guess Madame Butterfly and Swan Lake. So maybe I do know some ballets. I don't know, you guys. What do you think? I'm gonna come back to that one again. Motorrad. Yeah, Motorrad. Does that sound German? Double R's? I don't know. Who makes motorcycles? Does Volkswagen make? Try Volkswagen. Man. Cowgirl, Head Wrangler, and Rancher's Daughter of what 1942 ballet? It was during World War II? What ballets were we making in World War II? I don't know. I'm gonna say Yellowstone because I'm not gonna waste any more time. All right, let's see. What are my opponent's good categories? Games, sport, 0.63. This is a pretty easy one. We'll do 1 for that. Geography, yeah, we'll do... one for that. We'll do 3 for this. I don't think you know what this is. 2 for this. 2 for that. I don't know. All right. Let's see here. Oh, BMW, wrong German car maker. Okay. I'm glad that I could identify Motorrad. Rodeo, never would have gotten that. Hearst of the Bambino, nice. Carpet. That makes way more sense. And now that I look at it, I feel very foolish for saying insulation. We got bas relief. We got Corsica. Spelled wrong, doesn't matter. Okay. You know, 3 for 6, that's about average. I'm not super happy with how I assigned the points. I'm actually pretty nervous about that. But I'll let you guys know in tomorrow's video how we do. Let me know, you guys, if you enjoyed our Learned League section. You know, trying different things out in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys tomorrow with some more shameless hype beast GigaVise content. All right, take care, you guys.